In today's video, I'll be showing you a recap of my 400 plus player tournament. And since we do know the current meta, it's been stabilized for a long time now. The set's been out. We decided to spice things up a little bit and add some rules. We banned 2 cards, and that was Lucky Ice Pop and Mega Altaria. And then for restricted cards, which means they can't be played together, we have Hydreigon and Rare Candy, Greninja Rare Candy, Baxcalibur and Rare Candy, Bellibolt Pichu Zeraora, Bellibolt Magnezone, Entei, and Mega Charizard Y. And we thought this would spice things up. We'd be able to see some different decks, and that's what ended up happening. So I hope you enjoy today's matches. Congratulations to all the winners, and let's get into it. All right, game number 1. This is Blaziken versus Blaziken. The top player here is running the Heatmore variant of Blaziken, and Zuki down here at the bottom is running just... actually, no, they both have Heatmore. Only one player is running a single Heatmore, and that's Clamarly. Okay, what do we have here? We actually have a... oh, man. I feel like this game kind of could come down to whoever gets Blaziken first, and Marley has Blaziken. The only problem is since he's launching into Blaziken right away, if Zuki gets it within... I would say he probably needs it not this next turn, but the turn after. If he doesn't get Blaziken within 2 turns... oh, he has it. Did he open Blaziken? If he has it right now, he gets first attack off. This might be a really quick game. No, he doesn't. Okay, he's gonna get an attack off with Torchic, and then we're gonna see a Lily here from Marley. There we go, full heal. He's back to 210, but he does attack into a Rocky Helmet. So this is Zuki's last turn to draw Blaziken. If he doesn't get it right here, that's game 1. Also, all of these matches in the top 8, they're all best of 3s. So even if you have a player has a terrible first game, they still get another chance. Okay, he just top decked the Professor. He would have used that earlier if he had it. And he drew into a Blaziken. Zuki just drew into a Blaziken. The Flame Patch 2. This might be a 2-0 comeback. Marley, I believe, is not running Sabrina. So this could be it. I think this is it. Yeah, that's game number 1. Okay, here we go. Let's get it. Game number 2. If Marley loses this game, he's knocked out of the top 8. And in order to qualify to earn money at the end of this, you do need to be in the top 4 at least. So he needs to win this game in order to stay alive. He's starting with Torchic and Blaziken in his hand, but he is going first. And yeah, that's going to be his other Torchic, because I believe he is only running 1. We did with the banning cards and decks we thought were OP. Yeah, we just tried to balance it out, and I think it worked really well. But there's so many creative decks in here, and we already have a good idea of what the established meta is currently for this set. So I just felt like it was kind of pointless to just run another tournament where all you're going to see is Hydreigon, Altaria, Bellibolt in the top cut. Wanted to see something a little bit different, see how the meta would play out. Oh, I thought he would have retreated into Heatmore. Zuki, he decided not to. He kept Torchic in the active zone and definitely didn't want to take that Rocky Helmet damage. That was pretty smart. So Marley's going to probably rip a Professor here. Look for that Rare Candy potentially. I think if he does get the Rare Candy, which he did, he top decked the Rare Candy. I don't think he attacks with his active one. Yeah, no, he's not going to. His best play here is maybe to potentially attack with, I don't know, whoever evolves into Blaziken first. At this point, I think kind of like whoever attacks with Blaziken first loses. Oh, and he's holding on to the Rare Candy, not showing him he has it yet. What is Zuki going to do here? Retreating into Heatmore. Oh, there we go. Okay, that's good. Now he's going to snipe the Torchic on the bench. That was a great play. Was Rare Candy banned? It was not. That's 2 Blazikens. But Marley has no idea. What if Zuki's holding on to his Blaziken in his hand? I'm surprised. I'm really surprised that he didn't retreat into Heatmore instead of Torchic there. I thought he would have retreated into Heatmore, sniped the bench, and then put pressure on his Torchic. On Zuki's Torchic. But we'll see. Lucky Ice Pop flip 5 heads here. Oh, there it is. That's huge. He top decked a basic Blaziken. Wow. No, but there's no flame patch. He has no flame patch yet. I feel like you have to go for it with flame patch. Because you evolved your benched one instead of the active. Wouldn't it have been the same outcome if he evolved the active, but he wouldn't have to burn energy to retreat? I thought, wow, okay. Interesting. Guys, remember also, there's a lot of pressure on these players. So we are going to see misplays, but I want everyone to be nice because it happens. Especially when they've been playing all day. This tournament started at like 11 a.m. this morning. They've been going at it for a while now. All right, so now he's going to keep more, put pressure on that Torchic. Let's see if Zuki has another Torchic he can put down, or else he needs to evolve into Mega Blaziken. Marley doesn't have Cyrus yet. All right, what's Zuki? I think Zuki's debating if he wants to evolve. Oh wow, okay. He dumped a flame patch so he could copycat for plus more. He's looking for his evolution right now. That has to be it. Or I guess he's looking for his other Torchic, so just in case he loses his bench one, he's fine. Yeah, his play is just get Blaziken low enough that he can Cyrus it out, use his own Mega Blaziken and get first attack off, and then kill him. But he has to knock him out in one attack, because Zuki is only running one Cyrus. So, well, actually, that's not true. He could get him low enough that he could snipe the bench for 30 with Heatmore. All right, there's the... Oh, there it is. Wait, he spent all that time getting Blaziken low just for Lily to come out. So one Torchic's gone. Zuki should start to feel the pressure now. There's a Professor. We're getting really late in the game. Marley actually has no cards left in his deck to draw. He has everything. This is all he has to work with now. Okay. There we go. Is Zuki going to be able to evolve this turn? Do you have Mega Blaziken? Are you able to hide the hand? I am able to hide the hand, yes. I can do that right now. And I can make it actually a little bit bigger, just so we can see a little bit more. He does have Blaziken. I still think Zuki's in a really... Unless... Is Zuki running Lily? He is. He is. So he'll be able to heal that Blaziken. There it is. There it is. This is actually a really good match. Really good match. Just Heatmore versus Heatmore. They're both obviously holding on to Osiris, and then they both know that too. Zuki is running Sabrina. So potentially he could just go into Blaziken, attack, destroy Heatmore like he's going to do right here. Or no, actually he's going for the Cyrus play. Okay. And Zuki actually has 2 Heatmores on the bench. That's it. Heatmore can just come out and finish off Blaziken next turn. That's it. That's game. So he could have made Sabrina plays 2 in 1. He had 2 options. Zuki had 2 options to win here. He could have just attacked Heatmore, destroyed it, and then Sabrina the next turn. So he had multiple lines there. It seems like the double Heatmore might be a better way to play this deck. I don't know. Heatmore made a huge impact, especially having 2 of them on the bench, because if he didn't have 2 Heatmores, Marley could Cyrus right now and destroy one of them with his other Blaziken, and then his Mega would be safe. No, I don't even know if that would be enough, actually. All right, good game. Well played, guys. Congrats, Zuki. Moving on to top 4. This is a gorgeous start for him. This is a gorgeous start. Oh my. You really want to. He's going to get a search off immediately. First turn. Oh. Oh. Okay, wait. He decided to start with a graveyard. What? Instead of... Okay. Interesting. I wonder what the rest of his hand is. Pokemonster's hand. I guess it makes sense. It does make sense now that I think about it. Because what you want to do is you want to get that first attack off of graveyard and dump your hand. The goal of this deck is just get rid of as many Pokemon into the discard pile as quick as possible. So you just buff your damage really fast. And he knows he's going against Gardevoir too, so Gardevoir has a lot of sustain with its supporter, Diantha. So in order to beat Gardevoir, the best way to do it is just to... You have to hit it with massive attacks. That was really... It's actually smart that he brought out Graveyard. All right, so the Gardevoir line's already being built here. This is best of 5. This is best of 3. What's up, Glitch? How's it going? Stadium, which is going to affect both of their decks. They both benefit from that. Maybe if you can retreat here and evolve, that would be perfect. Does Pokemonster have it? No, he's going for a search instead. Yeah, his hand is pretty thin, so I think he needs this. I'm shocked that he played the Stadium. And wow, okay. Because the Stadium actually helps out Gardevoir. Gardevoir could get first attack off. If Clark has it. And he did. He just drew it. Wow. See, he would have 2 extra cards in his hand if he just put Melioda in the active zone, but I guess he didn't really draw a Copycat or a Professor yet this game. And that's going to hurt. But yeah, he can sack Melioda, then he can go into Gourgeist. Gourgeist is going to do 70, and then Houndstone might be able to finish the game. I think that's what he's going for. But again, you got to remember, Diantha is in the game, and that heals Gardevoir, I believe, by 90. So it's going to full heal after being hit by Gourgeist. And he's splitting his energy up here because if Gardevoir does get low, he's going to be able to need to heal it. And then retreat into Xerneas. And then Xerneas just does 120 damage. It's massive. The copycat top deck. Wait, it's not over. It's not over. The game just started. He didn't have any cards in his hand. He just drew that. Gonna go +6 off that copycat. Yeah, and he drew into a cape so he can survive one Gardevoir attack, meaning he's going to be able to discard 2 Pokemon from Gourgeist, boosting his Houndstone for the follow-up. Massive copycat. That is probably the only thing that could have saved him right there. It was game over. There's no shot. We actually have a good one. We have a good one. I thought that was it. That copycat could get Pokemonster to top 4. He needed that. Now again, this is a best of 3, but still, every game matters here. Okay, so that's a full heal. 1 to Gardevoir. He's actually going to retreat out of Gardevoir. Go into Xerneas because he can't one-shot Gourgeist anymore, so might as well. You don't want Gardevoir to take excess damage for no reason. I wonder how much... Man, Houndstone is going to do so much damage. He'll have 2 Houndstones also. Does Houndstone do 120 right now? Would he be able to retreat into it? I don't know how much he has in his discard pile. It's not much, right? Like 2 or 3? I don't think it's an... He's at 110? Okay, so he would need 10 more damage. A one-shot Xerneas. That's so close, man. Oh wow, I'm still shook over that copycat. He copycatted into a cape, which saved the whole game. All right, he's opting for one more attack. Discarded Pokemon. Okay. So, second Gardevoir is coming out. Clark is summoning it. Not summoning, evolving. It's not Yu-Gi-Oh! And then he has, he's drawn most of his deck at this point. So we can assume there's another Diantha maybe in his hand. He's probably going to sack Xerneas here too. Because it still does enough damage to obviously destroy Gourgeist. Yep. So Clark's at 2 points. Game capture is very laggy. That's because players are forced to stream the game to me on Discord from their phones or BlueStacks or an emulator. So not much I can do about that until they add spectating. But here we go. He's drawing. That's every card from Pokemonster's deck. He's gonna opt to attack for 170. Houndstone now does 170 damage. But Gardevoir gets first attack off. We know Clark also runs Osiris. And yeah, that means once he gets Houndstone low here, since he only needs 1 more point, he can just Cyrus it out next turn. There we go, 110. I think that's it. That's it. But still, Pokemonster to come back and almost make a run for it after such a bad start. GG's. Great first match. I think this is actually a bad matchup for Houndstone. Oh, didn't start with a Meloetta this game. Unfortunately. Okay. Oh, he got a Plaza. He can swap out here. There you go. That's good. Perfect. Xerneas can just sit in here and take some damage. Gourgeist. Oh, no. Okay, this is a great start for Pokey this game. Great start. It's going to do 70 damage. The only thing that could shut him down is if he doesn't have another basic to put on the bench, and then Clark has Gardevoir right away. Or Cape. Cape saves him too. Yep, Cape will work. Okay, what are you getting rid of? Okay, another Gourgeist line he had in his hand. Oh no. Clark has a turn 2 Gardevoir again. Again. And he's just immediately going on the offensive. So that means he's going to hit for 110. If there was no cape on Gourgeist, it would be game over. This might be fine. Pokemonster might be fine because he gets an attack off on it. And then he should probably just pray that he can build Houndstone this turn. Yeah, you're right. Xerneas is a little bit... It's not going to do as much damage anymore because it did take 70. Okay. That works, I guess, yeah. Does Clark have Diantha? Yes, he does. Oh. Oh, no, that's so mean. That's so mean. He's retreating out, healing. It doesn't matter that Xerneas is low because Gourgeist only has 20 HP. Now, Gardevoir isn't Cyrusable anymore because it's back at full health. That was mean. Oh, no. Oh, there it is. All right, that's good. You have to build it. You can't put any more energy on Meloetta. It's just a bad matchup. Bad matchup for Houndstone. He's debating if he wants to give first attack to Houndstone. Honestly, if this was me, I think I would just attack with Xerneas one more time. Because you can afford to do 50 here and then 50 the next turn. And that's 2 points for you, and then... Yeah. Bad matchup or turn 2 guard both games? That's true. With the supporter, yeah. That is true too. Okay. He's opting to go for a heal, so that's... Wow. Alright, makes sense, I guess. That's your last supporter. All your sustain is gone now. You used both of them already. Ooh. I don't know about that. I feel like I would have just attacked for 50. I don't know. But maybe it won't matter at the end of the day. He'll just... because now he could go into Houndstone. And then I think destroy Xerneas, right? I think he has enough damage. Or is it 110? It might be. He might be at 110 actually. 2 turns of straight passes. Okay. I don't think Pokemonster can come back from this. Maybe last turn the right play was to go into Graveyard and attack and do 30 and then discard a card. But I don't know. I don't know if there was much of a chance here. How much is that? 130. And then Gardevoir 110 next turn. Yeah, sorry about the lag, guys. This should be the last match in this series, and then hopefully we'll get a better stream the next one. Yeah, Mega Gardevoir is really tanky. the big boy. And then he just has to pray that Clark doesn't have a Cyrus. How many cards does Clark have left in his deck here? Oh, there's the Cyrus. Never mind. There's the Cyrus. All right. That's going to be it. Another Cyrus per game. GG's. Mega Gardevoir is going into the top 4. Congratulations, Clark. All right, so we have Stormcastle on the bottom, Void at the top. Stormcastle is just sitting here, burning the timer out, so we can probably assume that his hand is not amazing. He's starting with a Litwick in the active zone, which is not really what you want to do. I think he needs to find a Meowth and probably retreat into it. And then the Blaziken player is actually going second too. So next turn, if they have Blaziken, they'll be able to immediately attack, destroying Litwick. Stormcastle's probably praying he just draws into a Meowth next turn. Yep, there's Peck. Oh! He top decked Alicia. Perfect timing. This is going to get him a Meowth. If he wants to do that, I don't know. Maybe not. He's thinking about it. This is how I need to play in ranked. Would you guys hate me if I played like this? Just thinking through every option. This is like the perfect music too for watching a Chandelure deck. It matches perfectly. All right, here's the Alicia. And that's rough. But there is another Litwick. We need music for my regular streams now? Maybe I'll mix it in. You guys getting tired of the pocket music? It's only been a year and a half of it. There's... Oh, he's going aggressive. Attacking for 30 damage with Petty Grudge. All right, if there's no Blaziken in Void's hand, of course there is. Of course there always is. Blaziken's going to come out, do 120 damage here, destroying Lamp. Oh, this is such a bad start for Storm. The fact that he didn't get a Meowth with Alicia, that's crazy. Super, super unlucky. There's the rare candy. Chandelure does die in one attack to Blaziken unless he has the cape. But has he discarded enough supporters? There's 2 gone. Alicia and Professor were used. I'm assuming he'll probably get rid of another one this turn. I mean, there's not too many options here. Really, you just put energy on Chandelure. Void is not playing a Sabrina either, so it's not like your Chandelure's in trouble. Because they can look at each other's deck lists before and during the match. It's on Limitless. Oh, he went for a Poncho instead of a Cape. Okay, interesting. Because a Cape would allow him to survive one attack from Blaziken. Because Blaziken with burn damage does 140, but with Cape you're at 160. Okay. I guess he's just trying to one-hit Blaziken. So he's going to need to stall a little bit with Meowth and try to discard as many supporters as possible. All of them, really. You know what? I think it ended up being a good play for him not to put the cape on Chandelure because of Heatmore. That was the smart play. I was thinking he would go and get aggressive with Chandelure right now and attack Blaziken. But I guess it would have come down to a coin flip then, because he got rid of his Pokemon Center Lady anyhow. Like, he doesn't have it because he copycatted. And then now it's just going to come down to Meowth. Can Meowth clutch up this game? There's a Professor. One more supporter going. Oh man. Here we go. He could make this last forever, this game. How long does he have to stall for? How many more supporters does he have to dump? It's 210 HP on Blaziken. That's a lot. Can you even get there? I think you can get there. Now he's like, no, I can't. Not with Rocky Helmet. All right, so the Chandelure player is going first. Storm is first. Keepmore. And he started with a Litwick again. Oh no. Just like last game. This is a copy of last game. Oh no. I hate seeing bricks. At least Heatmore won't be able to use Tongue Whip. Rocky Helmet too. Oh god. He's gonna need a Meowth and a Cloak. Poncho, not Cloak, Poncho. Meowth and Poncho. Because you need to protect the Litwick on the bench. Wait, Licia. That could get him a Meowth. Last game, he missed Meowth, and that was why he lost. But let's see if it's going to be a little different here. There it is. Meowth. Meowth. He hit Meowth. All right, the game is on. Why are they taking forever? Because $1,500 is on the line. Every play matters. They want to use their whole clock here. Think through everything. Meowth is being placed on the bench. Okay. Is there a Poncho coming into play? Wow. Okay. He's keeping Lamp in the active zone. If his opponent has a Blaziken Flame Patch, and he does not, that would have been very bad. And he flipped heads, so Meowth is actually not going to take any damage there. Remember, Storm does want to use a supporter every turn. So Chandelure is able to come out and do as much damage as possible. What do you have here to use? Jirachi. Maybe you Jirachi. You can't attack with it though because you put energy on Meowth, which is a problem. Instead of Lampent. Okay, go into Meowth, draw. Here's a Poncho. So he did a Poncho. He's protected from Heatmore now too. I think you have to do that right now, just in case your opponent has a Blaziken in their hand. I guess putting, dumping a red card or a red just to get that bonus damage on Chandelure. There's a Professor off the top. I bet he has Blaziken. Void probably has Blaziken by now. Against Chandelure, I really think you need to be aggressive. The longer the game goes on, the better it is for them. Storm wants to extend this. There it is. Oh, wait, I guess he could not even evolve. Oh, Tails. Wait, Meowth is gone. That was big. That was big. What does Storm follow up with? Do you build for Chandelure? He's hovering Copycat right now. He'll go -1 off this Copycat. Oh, he's gone for it. Maybe looking for another Meowth. This is not looking good for Storm. He's in a really difficult position. I mean, what do? You get destroyed by Combuskin or Blaziken here, and then Blaziken also finishes off Chandelure in one attack. How many supporters does he have dumped? There's a flame patch. Okay. Yeah, I don't think he can't do 210. There's no way. That's gonna be game. I think the only chance was drawing a Meowth right there. $140. Blaziken and Void are moving on to the top 4. So far, we have 2 Blaziken decks that have qualified for the top 4. Oh, and look at that flexing with Lily. Wow, well played to both of you guys. Okay, so we got a Heatmore in the active zone. We got a Chingling. Make this a little bit larger here. Magnemite on the bench for... Oh, these are actually flipped around. This is actually... They both have... Now that I'm looking at this, they both have insane starts. Wow. 2 Magnemites on the bench. Chingling in the active zone. Blocking the Blaziken evolution for now. And then Atomico has 2 Torchics, a Heatmore in the active, which is what you want too. And a Nihilego on the bench. And a Poison Barb on his active Heatmore. Why do we have the wrong deck list? This is the wrong deck list. Because he's a Nihilego. Let me change this. There it is. So yeah, he has a Nihilego with Poison Barb. This is an interesting build for Blaziken because there's also a Fur in the deck too. I guess that's for dealing with Chinglings, I'd assume. He went for, because some players are running double Heatmore, so instead of that, he opted for a Nihilego for and only 1 Flame Patch. Only 1 Flame Patch, okay. I mean, it hasn't hurt him. He's made it to top 8 so far. This might be one of the best matches we've seen so far, just because both these players have started so well. Attacking with Chingling is going to take 20 damage from the Poison Barb and then get knocked out next turn. There's 2 Magnetons on the bench already. That's a Professor for Atomico. I'm assuming he has a Blaziken in his hand. He just can't evolve yet because of Chingling. Second Poison Barb's out. I don't think I've really seen many Blazikens running I don't think I've ever seen a Blaziken running a Nihilego Poison Barb combo. This is interesting. Volt charge both of these. He could attack with the active Magneton if he wants to. Yep, going into zone. Blaziken has unfortunately been able to copycat and get Professors a little faster. Hassan is going to need... Yeah, he's going to need another zone right here this next turn. Or else it's game. There it is. I knew he had it. He just couldn't use it because of Chingling. That's 120 exactly. All right, Hassan, you got a top deck Magnezone. Heart of the cards. Part of the cards. Let's go. It's an Absol. That buys you a turn, I guess. Yeah, that'll buy him one turn. One more chance to find Magnezone. It's not looking good. Oh, never mind. Nope. Cyrus coming out. Atomico is going to take game number 1. Blaziken with a dominant performance. I said that I thought Magnezone would have a really good chance here, but I don't even know if Atomico found a professor that game. Oh, no. Oh, no. That's not a Darkrai in the active zone, is it? Oh, God. Not like this. Not like this. Alicia. He doesn't run a leaf. There's just no way he's going to be able to retreat Darkrai. Oh, where'd the music go? Hassan, lock in. This is it. You made it so far today. Let's ping him. 20 damage on Torchic. There's Magneton. That's huge. Next turn, if he has Magnezone, he can follow up and maybe get a first attack on Blaziken. A Mars also gonna cut his hand down. That might stall for a turn. We'll see. Wait, if that works, if he didn't get Blaziken from that Mars, there's a Pokeball. No, he got his second professor from the Mars and a Pokeball and the rare candy Blaziken. Mars did not work. And the poison barb too on top of all of that. Plus a Heatmore. And he just dumped his whole hand, so yeah, even with a copycat. Damn. Wow, that Mars gave him everything he needed. El Atomico scoring 2 points off the rip. It seems like Blaziken is just ultra consistent. Doesn't feel like a stage 2 deck. But, you know what? Magnezone is here. He is Magnezone. Clement? Okay, well, maybe we'll see another Magnezone too. So the game's going to come down to a coin flip right here. I guess it doesn't matter if he gets another Magnezone because he still dies in one attack because of the poison damage. All right. You know what? It's not over. It's not over at all. Mirror Shot exists. And his opponent's filled up his bench too, so there's not going to be another Blaziken in this game. Oh, Tails. All right. Okay. Wait. It's not over. Second zone. He just dumped his copycat, so his opponent couldn't do it. Okay. Nah, no way this game comes down to a coin flip. He's retreating. Heatmore. Now it's gonna. Can you draw a Cyrus? No, but Absol will work. Absol can work. Yeah, that'll do for a turn. You need to draw a Cyrus. His opponent can't go into Blaziken. This has to be a Cyrus right here next turn. No. No, you didn't. No. Atomico drew into his Cyrus. Only 2 cards in hand. The second game in a row he does Cyrus when he needed it. And that's it. El Atomico and Blaziken are moving on to the top 4. We have on top here, we have Void. On the bottom, we have El Atomico. And I know you guys can't see the points at the bottom, but I'll just keep you informed on how many points Atomico has. These are 2 different Blazikens, and I really like the Nihilego version. I think it's super creative, and I really haven't seen it done too much, but we'll see how effective it is here, because Heatmore is just going to be able to go around the Poison Barb and then snipe Nihilego on the bench. Oh, and he's retreating into Heatmore, so yeah, Heatmore is just going to go around these Poison Barbs, just completely avoid them. But Atomico does get first attack on Torchic, so Void can't evolve here. Torchic gets shut down. And then if Atomico can't evolve here either... wait. Oh yeah, let me change the overlay to top 4. Oh, another Torchic for Void. Okay, he can lose one of them, and he's probably going to evolve in time. That's good. That's great. Top deck the Professor, Atomico. Let me see what you get here. I don't think that's an evolution for Blaziken yet. So, unfortunately, Atomico is going to lose his Torchic. You got Fur. I mean, what do you do? You definitely finish off. Okay. What if, okay, well, imagine both Torchics from both players get knocked out by Heatmores. What happens here? I guess it just comes down to both of them just swinging with with like Nihilego, Fur, and Heatmore. Oh, nope. Okay, Blaziken's coming out for Void. Which is better on this deck, Rocky Helmet or Poison Barb? It depends on the matchup, honestly. But I think in the mirror match, Rocky Helmet's probably better. Maybe not, though. We'll see. We'll see. I might be wrong. But it's probably pretty matchup dependent. You do end up getting more damage from Poison Barb as long as you have Nihilego on the bench. Because you do 20 during their turn, too. The stipulation is that you have to have Nihilego. Alright, so Atomico is playing second Torchic. Blaziken's getting sniped. There's a Lily. Oh, that's a smart Lily. Just in case Atomic has a Cyrus in his hand and his Blaziken evolution line, you got a Lily there. You don't want to let your Blaziken take the first attack. All right, so there's another Professor. Pokeball. Atomic needs to evolve. He's going to do that. And this is also a best of 3. The finals are a best of 5. One more Heat more attack. They're both going to keep chipping at each other until one of them's within lethal range, or until they feel like they can Cyrus and get that attack off and get him low enough that Heatmore could finish him the next turn. All right, Void, do you make your play here? You get aggressive with Blaziken? He is. He's going for it. I don't know. I'm not sold on this. Well, I guess no. I mean, it's fine because there's no poison barb on Blaziken, so you can attack and you won't take any chip damage. Blaziken takes burn right here, but it is at 40 HP, so Heatmore is not going to be able to finish off Blaziken. Lily, it's not enough. It's not enough. Fur, yeah, Fur comes out. Fur for this, a little bit of follow-up. That's beautiful. We know Void is only running one Cyrus, so he already burned his Cyrus. Yeah, definitely, you definitely go into Heatmore here. Okay, that's 2 points for Void. Well, no, I guess you don't need to go into Heatmore. No, you wouldn't need to. Because your opponent, you have 2 points, so if your opponent sends in Heatmore, you just destroy it, and then you're good. Oh, yeah. Does this guy have another poison barb? No, I think he's out. Atomic used both poison barbs already. He had one on Torchic at the beginning of the game. That's it. That's it. Yeah. 120. So close. He's going to be 10 damage off. Almost. These Blaziken matches are all going to be so close. Heatmore. Just staring at each other. So if Atomic doesn't win this, he's out of the tournament. But he still made it to top 4, so still a cash prize here. There's a barb. Yeah, I think the misplay last game too was dumping the poison barb onto Torchic at the start, but he couldn't have known that. It's too early into the game to know he'd need it. There's Nihilego, there's poison barb. Again, these aren't really gonna do much because it's Heatmore versus Heatmore. Oh no, you just gotta pass. Nothing on the bench. Okay. I guess you can't stare at each other forever. Someone has to play something on the bench. And Void says, I'll do it. And then he's going to go +3 off this copycat. That's definitely going to be a Blaziken. And maybe a Flame Patch too. So potentially attacking next turn. That means Atomic is forced to place some basic on the bench also. Just for fear of that Flame Patch Blaziken. Oh, Void actually went into 2 Torchics. Atomic with the Professor. Fur. Lila. Or not Lila. Why? Lily, sorry. He's debating. Do you put Fur on the bench? And no. You don't retreat into it. You just attack. Still no Torchic for Atomic. I know he's starting to sweat. There's another copycat. $30 for Nihilego. Atomic's forced to use a copycat here. He's going to go -1 off this, which is not the end of the world. He's refreshing his hand. There's Torchic. That's huge. 30 damage on that now. So they're both low. Again, both of these players are running Lily. So after 2 Heatmore attacks, just expect them to heal up. We're going to pretty much see a lot of similar gameplay loops in these mirror matches because they both want to just get their opponent's bench low. But then after 2 attacks, their opponent's going to Lily. And then the same thing's going to happen on the other side. And then eventually one person brings out Blaziken, whoever feels like they have the advantage, and starts pressuring. You're forgetting to put the points. No, they both have no points yet. But Void did win the first game, if that's what you're asking. So if he takes this one, he's going to the finals. That was a great... He just drew into... Atomic just drew into a copycat. Let's see how many he draws here. Is that 7? It is 7. That was crazy. Now you know he definitely got a Blaziken. Yeah, there's a Blaziken. Energy on it. Okay. Taking down Torchic. I don't think he... No, he's not going to Cyrus yet, right? It'll be too early. I think you just evolve in Lily, probably. That's probably what's going to happen this turn. What is this spooky music? I love it, though. What gen is this from? This is definitely the best playlist we've had in any of the tournaments so far. Void is thinking hard. He's like, do I go into Blaziken right now? No, I don't think you do. There's no way you go into Blaziken. You can't attack a Blaziken because then you take the poison damage. These poison barbs are huge. This is what Atomic was lacking the last game. He didn't have a poison barb on his Blaziken. This is a Gen 5 song. Okay, here it is. Here it is. But poison, remember, poison barb plus Void only has 1 Cyrus. Cyrus is gone. And Void also knows that Atomic has not used his Lily yet. So Lily's going to come into play here. There it is. He's back to 100, so it's going to take Heatmore a while. Now this is the proper time to follow up into Fur. Do 30 damage. And then another 20. So he just took 50 damage that turn. Lily. Back to 170. 20 more after this turn. And then 20 more the next turn. So Blaziken, I guess, can't stay in the active zone. Your opponent already has 1 point. And you don't have any more Cyruses. Void is is stuck in a corner right now. Atomic controls this match. Blaziken would have KO'd with poison, really? If he attacked with Blaziken right there, 140, 160. Oh yeah, you're right. Yeah, he could have. He did miss lethal right there. Oh no. I think it's fine. Either way, I think he's gonna win, but yeah, he could have probably ended the game last turn. Oh yeah, that would have been enough. Ooh. Hopefully that doesn't backfire on him. That would be really sad. And then now the Heatmore. Atomic still has a Cyrus in his deck too. I don't think I mean, yeah, I think Atomic has it in the bag. Because now Blaziken's at 140. Next turn, you bring out your Blaziken, you attack, and you win. So it's not gonna backfire. He's fine. Yeah, that's it. He just wanted to extend the game for a turn, right? Yeah, that's all he wanted to do. He wanted to play longer. He wanted to be on stream longer, right? All right. It is 1-1. Void 1 game 1. Atomic 1 game 2. So this is going to be it. I want to set the stage. They've been playing since early this morning, continuous matches up until now. They have both Twitch and YouTube watching them. It's top 8, game 3. Whoever that wins this one goes on to the finals and has a chance to win $700. But even just winning this game nets you another $200. We're seeing a fur starting off for Atomic. We have not seen this start yet. Okay, Rocky Helmet on Heatmore. That's really good against fur. And a copycat to go, I think, +2. Yeah, I believe that Atomic maybe. Oh man, there's a professor. Yeah, just attack for 30, take that 20 damage. Fur will be able to destroy Heatmore in 2 attacks. And stay alive too. Void could just play. He could play Torchic right now. I think if he plays Torchic, Atomic retreats into Heatmore. I guarantee they both have Torchic. I promise you, they're just holding on to it. Yeah, he's holding it. He's definitely holding it. Look how big his hand is. It's like 8 cards. This is just a mind game. Okay, so we're seeing our first Torchic on the field. Atomic's bringing it out. Because he knows only one more attack and then he gets rid of Heatmore. So Heatmore can't really one-shot Torchic. He's good. He's good to play it. He feels safe now. This is a decent setup too. Yeah, I told you they both were hanging on to it. What I guarantee what Atomic is praying for next turn is a Poison Barb. Because after he destroys Heatmore, there'll probably be a Torchic following up. Unless this Pokeball found Void and it did. Found him another Heatmore. No misplays this game. First Blaziken is on the board. Where's this energy going? On Blaziken? Maybe you go for a Poison Barb. I don't think so. No, because your opponent's not going to go into a Blaziken after this. They're definitely going to follow up with a Heatmore. Okay, that's a really good copycat. Pretty much his whole deck almost. And he is committing to these Poison Barbs right now. Dumping both of them from his hand. There's our first point for Atomic. These points don't matter too much. It's all about Blaziken here. Yep, just like I said, Heatmore is going to come out and target Blaziken again on the bench, and then we're going to see probably a Lily. Flame Patch. Wait, how many cards? You're hanging on to your whole hand here. When is it time to evolve? Rocky Helmet, nice. Prevent Fur from attacking. There it is. There's the evolution. Yeah. Retreating into heat more, that's smart. Then you get to attack Blaziken. Huh. I actually... Ooh, I'm a little worried for Atomic. I'm really worried for him. Yeah, this is the typical play. You got to make it. You got to make that play. You have to Lily. Yeah, I think that's game. Blaziken heals up this turn. Heat more attacks again, and then it's just, yeah. He gets him low enough and then uses Cyrus for lethal. Let's see. Someone could still misplay. But you see how long they're taking to play their hands? They're thinking through every possibility. This is the difference between $200. They're still winning cash just for making it to the top 4, but obviously they want to make it to the finals and get that chance at 700. Here we go. Void is still hanging on to Cyrus too, so even if Atomic goes into Blaziken and attacks, actually he can't even go into Blaziken and attach because of the Rocky Helmet. The Rocky Helmet just blocks him. He can't go into Fur either because of the Rocky Helmet. The Rocky Helmet was MVP. Shut down Fur. Math. Yeah, just do the math on this one, chat. You just said screw it. I'm going. I'm sending it. GG's. Well played, Void and Atomic. And Void, congratulations. You made it to the finals. And the next matchup is going to be Chandelure versus Blaziken. So that one's going to be a lot. Actually, not Chandelure. What am I saying? It's going to be Gardevoir versus Blaziken. So that one should be a lot of fun. Something a little bit different. But congratulations to you, Atomic. You made it so far in today's tournament. And thank you for playing. I hope you enjoyed it. And there's going to be Blaziken coming out. He's going into the fresh Blaziken for this too. A little bit of BM there, but well played. All right. Who's ready for this next matchup? Guard. Underdog story always. There's a final. No, this is the second match of the top 4. We have Zuki on the bottom and Clark at the top here. Oh, wow. This is a great start for Clark. Wow, this is a picture perfect start for Clark. It's going to get 2 searches off. And he has double Ralt, so when Heatmore does start targeting one of them, he'll just be able to evolve into the other one. Thanks, Godzly, for the tournaments. Glad we get to some content while waiting for the new set. Of course, Martian. But I really want to say thank you to my mods for helping me organize this whole thing. I wouldn't be able to do it without them. And Theo for sponsoring the prize pool, too. You guys are absolutely amazing. So thank them instead of me. I'm just casting it and hosting it. All right, so Clark has... We know he probably has his evolution lines already. I mean, Meloetta already searched 2 Pokemon. How does Gardevoir do enough damage to Blaze? I don't think he goes into Gardevoir first. I think he goes... Well, he goes into Gardevoir once, attacks, then heals with the supporter, and then goes into Xerneas. And then follows up with Gardevoir after that. Again, so that has to be the line. That needs to happen. And he has it. It seems like he might already have it. Clark, what do you do here? I mean, you can really just... You can probably evolve your bench at any time. if you have it, because we know that Gardevoir doesn't run any bench snipers, or he should know that. We have it up on the screen right now. There's 1 point for Zuki. Did Meloetta, did it not draw anything? Wait, he has is his hand full of Pokemon right now, Clark? I know you got Gardevoir. He's scared to go into Gardevoir. You just don't want to get first attack with Gardevoir. That would be bad if he's Blaziken. Yeah. No stadium yet either for Clark, so he can't swap out of Mellow. You just got to sit there and take damage from Heat more. Yeah, he desperately needs that stadium. What? Wait. Yo! Zuki's going on the offensive here. Instead of sitting there and letting him draw his deck, he decided, you know, I'm going to attack. We're going for it. Giving first attack on Blaziken to Gardevoir. What? Sabrina would win it. Zuki at the bottom here does have 2 points. And he is running a Sabrina. I don't think any of the other Blazikens are running a Sabrina, but he teched one into his deck. So if he draws a Sabrina, he's going to win the game. That was such an aggressive play. I would have bet money that he was just going to keep Heat more in the active zone. It's 20 chip damage. Oh, there's the Lily. There it is. Okay. He's healing up. Gets an attack on Gardevoir. Oh, man. That's game. If he's a Cyrus. Cyrus or Sabrina. Well, no, it's just straight up game, actually. You can't retreat. You can't heal enough. He's still burned. Even if he wasn't burned, he couldn't heal enough. Because, yeah, it's only 90, right? Yeah, it is only 90. Does he run cape? Let me see. No cape. No, that's it. There's no cape for Gardevoir. The Lily in hand secures the dub. That's going to be Zuki's 3rd point. It was smart to go aggressive. Because he knew he had that Lily in his hand, or he was either going to draw a Sabrina. Blaziken. Blaziken takes game number 1. Clark, you still have one more opportunity, or else we're going to get 2 Blazikens in the final. Mellow? No, Ralts, but it's okay. You can teleport into it. Let's see if Clark can get a Poncho quick enough. Come on. There's a copycat. Okay. Zuki's searching for something else here. I don't think we've seen a Blaziken brick yet. There's 2 Torchics. What did you get from that Pokeball? Oh, Pokeball Professor. All right, Clark's cooking here. It's not over. Clark's cooking. This one match, if Clark loses this, it's a $200 match right here for him. He's going to teleport out of Ralts, but Heatmore is going to snipe it on the bench. Poncho? Poncho? Did you draw a Poncho with your Professor? Wait, is that the Confusion one? I can't tell. It might be the Confusion Ralts. No. It's not, no. Oh, it is. It is. Okay. I can't read Japanese. Blaziken. Another Heatmore. He does have Poncho, too. This is a really good game. This is a great game, guys. Yes, we got a good matchup. There's a second professor for Clark. But how can Gardevoir destroy? There's really only one line he can do to get rid of Blaziken. I'm sure he's beaten Blazikens throughout the tournament because there was so many of them. Zuki's thinking, he's like, man, what do I do here? Do I get aggressive? Clark beat one Blaziken deck prior to this. Okay. So he's done it. He's done it before. It's possible. There, yeah, you go into your non-confused heat more. That was the right play. I mean, Clark has drawn almost all of his deck. So he has everything. For sure. Or he'll have everything in time. Love watching your content. Thank you, Zach. Wait. He filled up his bench. Oh, he's going to start attacking next turn. Clark is going to go in. Yeah, Zuki, he has to sit back and think about this. He's like, do I go into Blaziken? Maybe attack right now, but then Gardevoir gets first attack off on Blaziken. And honestly, Zuki hasn't really drawn that many cards out of his deck. He still has a lot in there. Guard needs double Diantha, really? He's going to have it. Clark is definitely going to have it in time. He's drawn so many cards. I wish I could see how many he had in his deck, but they're not clicking it. Zuki would love to draw a copycat. Okay, Zuki has 6 left, so... His Lily could still be in there. His Cyrus could still be in there, etc. I guess... Whoa. You know what that means? Clark hasn't drawn a Cyrus, not a Cyrus, a Stadium yet. It's still, I think it's still in his deck. It's at the bottom. That changes things. Oh, just attacking with straight up with Torchic. That was smart. No, the fact that this, I can't believe he didn't get a Stadium yet. Oh no. That's tragic that he didn't get it last turn. He would have an extra energy. No, he still doesn't. It must be the last card in his deck. It has to be the last card. Oh, God. And Zuki runs Sabrina, chat. Remember that. Sabrina's in his deck. If he goes in right now and destroys... No. No way. This is a terrible brick for Clark. Terrible. And there's a professor. This is not looking good. I'm pretty sure Zuki's just waiting, holding on to his Blaziken. Nah, but you gotta go in right now. Well, he's 2 cards left in his deck, so it'll be a 50-50 chance of drawing Sabrina next turn. Oh, he said it's not worth it. He's not gonna Gamba. Okay, interesting. Oh, yeah, you could just get that low. Next turn, you Blaziken. All right. I mean, this has to be a Gardevoir turn. You don't, Clark, you don't have any time left. You got to go into Gardevoir right now. Cyrus safer because it's in hand. Yeah, exactly. It was a 50-50 chance of him drawing Sabrina next turn. It's not worth the gamble if he has Cyrus. So there's Gardevoir. Clark, I thought you drew a ton of cards from your deck. Shouldn't you be out of it by now? No Stadium still. Oh my God, I'm going to crash out. What? No. That's it. Do each player know each other's deck list? Yeah, because you have to submit a deck before the tournament, so you can't change it. So everyone knows everyone's deck list. That's it. 120. Then next turn, that's a second point, Zuki's second point, so he just Cyrus's out, Mellow. And then that's going to be his third point. Wow. Wow, Clark. That was such a good start. You drew so many cards. How did that even happen? Where was your stadium? Is it the last card? No. That's tragic. 0-2. Well played. Congratulations, Zuki. You are going to the finals. And Clark, you made it to the top 4. You did amazing. Thank you so much for playing in the tournament. So there is a little bit of a difference between these two decks. And that is Zuki is actually running Sabrina and only 1 Flame Patch. But they did both opt for 2 Rocky Helmets for chip damage. And, oh, Zuki's also only running 1 Copycat. Oh, yeah, wait, actually, I was wrong. Void also only opted for 1 Flame Patch, too. Huh. Okay, let's see how this tech works. I mean, I guess when you have a 1 energy attacking Heatmore, you don't really need 2 Flame Patches. Yeah, because you'll be fine. Like, you want Heatmore out for a couple turns, and by the time it gets destroyed, you're going to have enough energy for Blaziken, so that's probably the norm. Will the Sabrina be clutch? It might. We'll see. I don't know how good it is in a mirror match, because realistically, you're not going to get 2 points and need a third. Most of the time, it's going to be Blaziken versus Blaziken at the end. And we've seen how these mirror matches play out before. It just ends up being Heatmore slamming the bench, a Lily being played, and then them just going from there. Again, this is for $700. The winner of this takes home $700 and a special Discord role. So good luck to both players. They've been playing all day long. I actually do hope we see the Sabrina being played. Let's see if his tech works out. What? Wait. Blaziken turn 2? $400 second place is the deal too. That's true. Yeah, I mean, they are still getting $400, so even if they lose, they're taking home something, so that's a good thing. But I'm sure they're both aiming for that 700 in first place. That was a really fast Blaziken. In the previous Blaziken matches we watched, they love to hold on to it. Void already has... Oh, man. Void's kind of set right now. 4 cards in hand. Combustion and Torchic on the bench. His opening with the double Pokeball Professor and a Copycat. It's hard to beat that. Rare Candy ban, please, Godzly and Theo for a future tournament. I think if we banned Rare Candy, it would just be Magnezone everywhere and Lopunny. And I guess Altaria too. And Bellybolt. Yeah, I don't know if that would change too much. Because whenever you ban something, something else just comes up to take its place. There's a Copycat. His second, Void's second Copycat already. And there's Mega Blaziken too. Wow. Oh god, wait. Next turn. If Void found a Cyrus with that Copycat, it's game over. Game 1 might be finished this quickly. This is the fastest Blaziken deck match we've seen yet. Zuki knows he's in a really terrible position. You gotta have a Lily. You have to have a Lily right here. Please tell me you have a Lily. You know what? Maybe it's okay. You know what? Maybe Void doesn't have Cyrus yet. It's hard to believe that, knowing how many cards he's drawn from his deck. Ah, no, he does. They always have it. Blaziken always have it. That's game number 1. Void's gonna take game number 1. It is a best of 5, so that doesn't mean too much, losing the first match. This time, Zuki started with Heatmore, and Void has Torchic, so kind of a flip-flop. Actually, I might be lying. Did Zuki have Heatmore last game? This looks good, though. This looks really good for Zuki. It has a Torchic on the bench, too. All right. Maybe Void just goes crazy here and goes right into Blaziken. What do we think? Does he gamble on the fact that Zuki doesn't have his yet? Oh my god, his hand is huge. Oh, there's Heatmore. Okay, maybe not. Maybe don't gamble. Yeah, no, you can't do that in a tournament like this. Professor. Void now has 2 Torchics on the bench. Wait, does Zuki not have his evolution for Torchic? Oh no. This is not good. No, this is looking like he's gonna go down 2-0. There's Void's first Blaziken. You snipe Torchic this round, right? Knock it out. Then, if Void doesn't draw, if Zuki doesn't draw another one, you pretty much win the game, because then you just go into your Blaziken and start swinging. What? Oh, he actually went into his second one. Okay. This is the best of 5. It is, yes. So. No, wait. Yeah, no, he didn't draw it. There's no more Torchics. You're right. It was, yeah, you're right, chat. It was a good call to evolve into a second Blaziken because the copycat. It was really important for him to prevent Zuki from getting another Torchic. That was very smart. Void played that perfectly. That's why these guys are in the finals. They know what they're doing. I really haven't seen any misplays. There's barely been any of this tournament. Oh no. That's just a cherry on top with the copycat. Void's down to 2 cards left. Yeah, it's gonna be game. Man, Zuki bricked hard. There's a Sabrina. Okay. There it is. That's game number 2. Oh, wow. Wait. Void is up 2-0. 2-0. One more match. He wins $700. I really like this Arvin background. Pretty cool holding the sandwich. And yeah, they're all gonna spend their whole turn thinking here. There's a professor for Zuki too. Rocky helmets, that's nice. Zuki, lock in right here, man. You cannot get swept. There's no way. Void has his second Torchic already. Gorgeous start. Wow. Do you have a Flame Patch too? You could attack here. Blaziken. Blaziken's coming out on Void's side. He's dumping his hand. He doesn't want his opponent to copycat him. Smart. Into the active one. That actually avoids Heatmore. And then he's going to use a copycat going +2. Damn, boy, Void has had some insane starts the past 3 games. The Rocky Helmet. You know what? Zuki could win. All he has to do is draw a Flame Patch. And the Blaziken line. If he can get that and get first attack off, I think he has the game. That'll be a crazy comeback. Oh, please. This can't be it. This can't be it. What are you going to do here? Let's see it. I want him to use his whole timer. Use the timer. Think through it. This one turn could determine the difference between $400 and $700. All right, so a Rocky Helmet, put energy on his bench, decides to attack Torchic. That was, I think, the right play. And it makes me think that he has a Blaziken in his hand, like the Blaziken line. Keep more. First attack off on Torchic. Man, somehow Void has just gotten his evolution so quickly. Combuskin already? So fast. If your opponent doesn't have a Flame Patch here... Oh, he's going in. He's going in. Blaziken. He's betting on Void not having a Flame Patch to have a follow-up attack. Will it work? Is Void gonna not have a card for once? I feel like every single round he's had exactly what he's needed. We'll see, depending on what he brings out. I guess we'll find out. I think he does. I think he must have it. If you're going into Blaziken, you gotta have it. Wait, maybe not. Maybe you're gonna tank with this one. Oh, Gamba. Gamba. Did he hit? Did he hit? He hit the Flame Patch with the copycat. That's first attack off. Oh no. So what do? I mean, you have to retreat, obviously. There is a Sabrina in Zuki's deck, so maybe you could make something work with that. You're just so low. That's a problem. I mean, you can survive one Heatmore attack. Plus, Void has no cards in his hand. So he doesn't have Cyrus yet. But knowing his luck, he'll probably just draw it next turn. You don't have any options. If you retreat, you already used your Flame Patch, right? Yeah, I think Zuki used Flame Patch. Or maybe not. I might be wrong. If you retreat and put energy on Heatmore, you don't have any left for... I guess he didn't use Flame Patch. Wow, I can't believe he hit the Flame Patch with a copycat. Okay, Void didn't top deck Osiris. You're still in the game. Zuki really hasn't drawn that much. He still has 9 cards left in his deck. That has to be game. That has to be game. I like this. Yeah, use the whole timer. Think through it, Void. Think about it. You do have the advantage. You just can't make any misplays. Because you know your opponent's running Sabrina. Oh, okay. Yeah, heat more pressure. Huh. So... that's game. Maybe. Wait, maybe not. Maybe not, actually. Because he can retreat out of Heatmore back into Blaziken. And then Blaziken's safe for a turn. Because Heatmore can only hit the bench. Oh no, this is so bad. I don't know. Wait, how do you come back from this, man? Oh no, Professor. Void only has 2 cards left in his deck. Rocky Helmet? No, you can't even attack anymore unless you get Lily. That's it. That's it. That's it. That's it. That's definitely it. No, he needs to get a Lily this turn. Zuki has to top deck a Lily. And he needs Void not to get a Cyrus. That's not going to do it. Oh, no. Not like this. 3-0 in the finals. So close. He's going to be 10 damage off. 10 damage off. That's all you can do. I mean, yeah, I don't know. Yeah, you were treating him more in the Nats game. Yeah, he needed the Lily. Oh, wow. All right. Congratulations to Void for winning it all. And congrats, Zuki, for making it to second place. You did absolutely amazing too. You both did. And everyone who participated today, thank you guys so much. I hope you enjoyed the tournament. There was so many cool decks being played, especially in the lower brackets. And I really want to give a big thank you to Theo for sponsoring the tournament, as well as all my mods for organizing and managing everything. They absolutely crushed it.